What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Monday night. This is Flipside, episode 163. Have fun tonight. Lots of boys here in the channel.
You're listening to Tales from the Flipside. Tales from the Flipside. Tales from the Flipside.
All right, guys. We got another full house. It's another Monday night. We got the whole crew here tonight. HIVE Comics chilling again with us. If you guys didn't see the Hot 10 on Friday night or Modern Comic Mayhem on Saturday night, there's something wrong with you. But most of you did, so you saw HIVE Comics, the crew on there. John and James were on there talking about their Spider-Man, amazing Spider-Man cover by Alan Quast for Spider-Man. Spider Shadow, that's what it is. I apologize. Spider-Man Spider Shadow #1, really badass Alan Quast cover. So make sure you guys check that out. That's already available. I believe it went on sale Saturday at noon. Yeah. So how'd that go? Everything go okay? No shutdowns, no craziness on with technology or anything?
No, not at all. No one
nice.
Real smooth.
Nice.
Still going smooth. Yeah.
Well, first thing that we want to talk about is you guys dropped a couple hints to us in those shows, and you sent a picture here and there. And I remember watching on Saturday night, I think there was a point where Kyle saw the picture and was super, super stoked about it. And he couldn't say anything about it. So I told him I was going to one-up him and trump him tonight because we got the picture, guys. And this is a really badass cover. Shout out to the guys at HIVE Comics for doing this one because one of my all-time favorites. And while they're talking about it, I'll go grab the book that it homages. But this is gorgeous, you guys. Check this out. This is absolutely stunning for Ice Cream Man number 24. Boom. Look at that. Damn.
That's a beast.
Damn. That is amazing. Who's doing this?
This is done by Felix Icarus Morales.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to also do 25, 26, 27, 28, I think.
Wow. This is stunning. We also have, look at this, guys. Here's the, let me show you guys the color. There's a color for it, too. Look at that color. That's gorgeous.
Oh, man.
I really liked the pencil at first, just more than the color. But now that I'm looking at this now, I think the color is pretty damn solid.
Yeah, colors are done by a guy named Robert Nugent. He did colors on a couple of, he does a lot of colors for Stan Yak.
Oh, nice.
So he did some TMNT stuff and, gosh, what else? He did some other stuff for it, too. He's good.
I don't know if red was thrown around at all, but I'm really glad that you went with that pink. I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, you know what? Like, we just let him run with it. And he did a killer job. And I was like, shoot, that's perfect. Perfect. I like the pink, too. And, I mean, the original cover that Brian's going to show us is just it's so dope. So dope. And he did such a good homage to it. So maybe we'll continue with, PCH stuff.
Yeah, there's Brian coming back. I was going to say, I know that Ben Stein introduced me to this, but if you want to catch up on Ice Cream Man on your tablet or phone, the Hoopla app is a really neat resource where you can get comics and books from your local library digitally for free, and Ice Cream Man trades are on there. So
that's awesome.
Catch up if you can.
I actually just started reading this series.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Oh, it's so good. Really good. It's so good.
Even for the guy who can't read, I actually read it too. It was really great.
I thought you had somebody read it to you.
Maybe it was an audio version. So.
During the day, though, not at night.
Can you imagine Ice Cream Man books on tape though? Like that would be, I don't know. That'd be a little. That might be more freaky.
Yeah.
Follow it up with some ha-ha on tape. So we were talking before the show, and one of the book that this homage is, I actually own a copy, and I show it off every time I get because Nico forces me to. And so here you guys go. This is the Punch 12, the original, and let's see if we can bring this up. There you go. Well, it's not going to let me do it. Let's try that. Let's try that. Boom. There you go. So pretty dope homage right there, gentlemen. A favorite of mine. Yeah. I'm so afraid of letting this book out of my hands because I feel like the cover's about to fall off, so I don't even want to. It's like I only pull it out.
Let's pull it out, dude. Pull it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, let's read it on air tonight.
It's not going to happen, gentlemen.
We'll trade you butt for butt.
That's a tough one, man. I'll have
Our
to think
covers
about
are
that.
fully attached.
Yeah.
Hey, and you get 2 books for your one, so it's like it works
You're doing
way
well.
better.
Think about it. Let us know.
New staples too, I think.
Yeah, well, it's funny you guys got the Berserker behind you. If our viewers don't notice that, that is pretty sweet. Sitting behind the gentleman from HIVE Comics. Make sure you guys go check out HIVE Comics. We did a giveaway for the book over the weekend, so go watch the weekend shows. Figure out how to get that Spider-Man, Spider Shadow, Alan Quah cover. Really cool book. I believe the first Alan Quah Spider-Man cover. So shout out for that. That's pretty damn cool. And there is 2 versions of that. Really, really great artwork from Alan Quah. Really cool stuff. So make sure you guys go check those guys out. These guys are big friends of the family over here in the Flipside. So we appreciate them. And listen, all the people that are live in the chat, just like we appreciate you, we appreciate these guys. Make sure you guys go give them a follow. Check them out. This book comes out May 12th, but the pre-sale for the here we go. Let's put it back up here. The pre-sale for Ice Cream Man 24 is April 3rd with the release date May 12th. So everybody be ready. Set yourself a reminder for April 3rd for this pre-sale so you guys can score this gorgeous Ice Cream Man 24 homage to the classic Punch 12 cover. Really cool stuff, guys. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll get you on for a full show closer to the date, so maybe we can give one of these away.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right,
Thanks for
gentlemen.
having us. Appreciate it. Good to see you guys.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
see you guys.
See you guys. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Gives me a
Oh,
little
yeah.
Gangsters Can't Win 2 feeling also,
Oh my god, dude, that is freaking badass.
which is a pretty tough cover.
Yeah, they have some really dope covers over there, man. Their Stan Yak Turtles cover, absolutely stunning. It was one of my covers of the year that I'll never own a copy of, but this one is pretty badass.
Hey, would I break hearts if I mentioned that the only good retailers variant covers are on our channel? The guys from Wanted and HIVE Comics.
Two of the best. Shout out Bird City Comics also.
That's not what I said.
What'd you say?
He said 2 of the best. 2 of the best.
Boy.
Definitely not what I said. But anyway, moving right along.
So, can we talk about Berserker for a minute? Just you had mentioned it, and there's all kinds of news now that Netflix movie and an anime series. Like, is this a shock to anybody?
No.
No, it's got Keanu Reeves.
It was just where did it end up?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of glad it's on Netflix, at least for the anime side, because I watched Castlevania. For everybody who watched Castlevania on Netflix, they did a terrific job on it, and I hope those guys do the Berserker anime because it'd be dope.
And for me, it was a shocker that Keanu Reeves decided to do TV. I mean, if they just said, hey, he's going to do a Netflix movie, I'd be like, oh, I saw that one coming. But for him to do live action television, that's a big deal.
Is it? I thought it was a live action movie and then anime voice.
Well, shame on me for not reading the.
I could be wrong, but
yeah,
here's the thing.
my understanding was that it was very vague, and they said television and animation starring Keanu Reeves, both on Netflix.
But here's the thing: there's people talking about specking on the A cover. What's the number that's been thrown around? Like 600K of that A cover because people were going for the 1/1000s like nuts.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, it's like Spawn one. They're readers, you know.
But it wouldn't be 600,000, right? I mean, that was all covers combined, right? So it would be less than that, but it's but it would still be
the
massive.
Biggest selling comics in the
massive.
last decade, if not the.
I'm interested to see what type of animation style they use. Out of the left field of my mind, which is most of it anyway, is a Scanner Darkly. If you guys remember Keanu Reeves in that, which I don't know if that was a phase, but I haven't seen that sort of movie anime style done since. So I don't know. Interested to see what type of style they use.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of people were asking how many they think will be returned of that issue, but didn't they do something in the back of that issue that it basically you should be keeping that first issue, right?
Yeah, let's talk about that. If you bought it at a store that you can take it back to, because that's the whole key, right?
Correct.
So bring that up. That was the something you're bringing up, the something is killing the children stuff, right?
Right. I just happened to see some people posting it today, and I didn't. I was just kept. I didn't get to read it closely, but I saw it had to do something with you get number 1 and number 2 or something like that, and you can take them back and tear out the back page or something and be able to get that something is killing the children foil or something.
Yeah, there's a coupon. Remember the allocations on the second print foil too.
Well, the thing is that wasn't it? They haven't said what the giveaway is. It's just a copy of number 1. They don't know if it's foil or anything, do they?
Yeah, I don't know the answer.
The chat's saying it's foil.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I know that the second print is a foil, and that Boom has indicated that they're going to allocate the second print of Berserker number 1. My understanding is you've got to go back and buy issue 2 at the store that you have number 1 with, and there's a coupon that's redeemable. The nuts and bolts of that, I didn't pay too much attention to, but I think that's cool. I mean, it reminds me of those early days of Image when I used to cut out coupons so I could go get an Image United book that's not worth anything.
Hey, it's a smart way to because everybody basically kind of assumed that everybody's going to order them, and just to get the autographed, Keanu book and then return everything. But that's actually a really smart marketing tool to, kind of halt some of those returns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being a big controversy when I was a kid. How a lot of the store owners were selling Spawn 4 with the coupon cut out already. So it was one of the things, and these are like
it's
articles
dirty
by people that you talk to and stuff. There was obviously no internet in '93 or whatever it was. So it was like one of those things where it's like, even still when I flip through the spawns, I still in my head it goes, but does it have the coupon? You know what I mean? I'm still buying Spawn 4s or something. But I'm just saying.
I think redemptions like that are awesome. It reminds me of like the Wolverine, the Campbell, and the Siege. One of them, which one was it that basically you had to have covers from a totally different book? And
both, right?
Was it both of them?
Yeah, and well, the funny part was it was Blackest Night. You had 50 covers. You had to just tear them off and send them back. Marvel gave you that, and then I can't for the life of me remember what they had, what DC book they decided to destroy to get the Wolverine Deadpool. The funny part is that Wolverine Deadpool is on the list of books you can no longer buy on eBay.
Why?
Like there's none for sale.
Oh, no, it's not banned or anything.
Right, I thought you meant like they won't let you list
disappeared.
No,
you know what I mean? Like there's those books that like they just disappear for like 3, 6, 9 months at a time. That's one.
Yeah, the Siege 3 just sold. I don't know. I don't see if you've had a market report or not. The Siege 3 sold this weekend for I think 3,200.
Woo! 9.8.
And yeah, 9.8.
And it was a blue label?
Yeah.
That's fucking strong. See, a lot of those books are Campbell signature series because back then people loved to get those signature series books. The game's changed, you know?
Yeah.
So I love those blue labels. I think that's a cool long-term play.
Yeah,
And 20 years from now, I'd love to have like either of those books in a collection.
Yeah, blue label, 3,050.
Nice.
So 71 bids. So yeah, I don't even think I got my snipe in on that one.
What up, everybody in the live chat? I see Frank Gogol's in the house. I see Ultra Maximus in the house. I see.
Hey, if you guys aren't subscribing to the comic book food chain, that's Aaron Yee from our channel, our beloved friend Frank Gogol, and none other than Mr. Bird City himself. And they've been doing a really good job over there. They are on the road to 1,000, so we'd really appreciate it if you could go sub their channel.
Yep. Amen. They're pretty damn close. They've been shooting up really fast over there. I think they've got some really cool giveaways too, right? Did you mention that? So make sure you guys do that for sure. Make sure you guys hit the like button also. Please do that. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We've got some big news coming down with Flipside and just more and more amazing content coming your way. We're doing our best to give you guys the best in comics. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Falcon and Winter Soldier, what'd you guys think? Did you guys all watch it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
It's pretty dope.
It was pretty entertaining. Nice to have them open with an action sequence rather than make a fake TV show for the first 2 episodes.
It was a totally different feel than WandaVision, right?
Thankfully, yeah.
Did you not like WandaVision?
I didn't. At the beginning,
It was tough.
It was a little too much. That's why I think they realized that, and that's probably why they picked the first 2 out.
That's crazy though, because you're like you and Z are both like. I mean, we're all like the same era. Like,
well, I enjoyed it because I knew what was happening, but like my kids and wife were sitting there like, what are we watching and why?
And then I don't like spoilers too much, so I sort of went in a little blind on it, and so obviously there was going to be some sort of twist, but like I was like, dude, there's got to be, right? And it was sort of I like it. I mean, I like the era. Like I was somewhat entertained, but it's just like I don't know, the jokes weren't that great. So, and they weren't supposed to be either, but that still kind of just bored me. So,
well, I mean, Winter Soldier's a little more MCU vibe.
Yeah, 100%.
What did you guys think of? And I'm going to screw his name up, and people are going to hate me for it. Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon, there from the first episode, had kind of like a major role. Books are moving. They were high before the first episode, and I think the volume's just been out of control since. He seems real likable.
Did they ever actually? Didn't they just call him Torres? They never actually said his first name, right? We don't really know 100% for sure that's who it is, right?
You know, I don't know. That was kind of like a well-settled fact. One of the things I wanted to ask you guys about, like none of the spec was right about WandaVision, but so far, all of the information about Falcon and the Winter Soldier has been on point. You know, obviously, when we get into things like, is Omega Red going to be in the episode? I mean, yeah, not so much. Or, you know, I don't see that happening. Yeah. Be cool, but I don't see that fucking happening.
This was also a bigger production, probably more people involved. It's been kind of on the shelf a little longer, too. Because this was supposed to be
hard to hide characters when you're doing, you know, helicopter scenes.
Yeah.
Right. And major explosions as opposed to like small sets. I get that. But I just kind of wonder what you guys think. It seems to me like what we've heard about this show has been a lot more reliable than what we heard about WandaVision. Of course, I don't include the Omega Red, you know, the Red Hulk stuff necessarily, but
what's kind of a cool little throwback for George St. Pierre and Batroc the Leaper with the color change on the flight suit thing.
Yeah.
So for any of you guys that didn't notice that, George St. Pierre playing another French Canadian role. He's really good at that.
It's hard to disguise that accent. So.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna laugh when you guys they got everybody all everything's coming out exactly like it was, and then they're gonna pull the rug out from all you guys, and you're gonna be like, man, why did they do that again? And everybody's like, oh yeah, the creator said this, they said this, yeah, they said that about WandaVision too, and none of it came. Oh man, Paul Bettany said he can't wait he's working with the actor of his dreams, and they're all trolling you. I'm telling you. Funny.
Pretty much.
Yeah, well, the Joaquin Torres stuff went kind of crazy. Here's some of the prices on some of those books.
Is his first name Joaquin?
Yeah, I think it
good.
is. Yeah,
right.
Joaquin,
yeah, it makes me feel better, right?
So some of these books are going crazy. Prices on it all over the place, especially this Sam Wilson Captain America. This is a whole run of 1 through 25 sold for $208. Has all 3 of the books everybody's looking for. 5 and 6 everybody's looking for also, as you guys can see. Just crazy numbers on
I finally missed a werewolf book, and it's actually worth something.
What you guys think of the U.S. agent, like the McDowell's version of Captain America?
Yeah, it's selling.
See, right?
He looks. They chose a guy that's really ugly too.
Yeah, I was like, wait, okay, this guy better be good. And it's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's kid, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
It kind of reminded me of like some guy like out of The Boys. Like it was like the Boys comic, like series.
Kind of goofy.
Like, yeah, just goofy. It's like okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess I didn't really, like I said, not big on the spoiler stuff for that stuff. Like if I already have some of these books, I do it, but I don't generally.
How about that one?
I don't generally chase the week of.
$302, 50 bids on that.
That's on the market report. I guess we can take that off, but to me, that's a run filler book at best.
Yeah,
it's near mint, so you just see it.
Yeah. I've never spec'd on Captain America, even on Winter Soldier, even the stuff before. Like I don't have any Captain America books, so like it's not my thing, I guess.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to like Captain America more than I do.
Add it to the long list of books that Jimmy and I told people to buy on Comic Book Wars because Sleepy was kind enough to tell us about them that I didn't buy for myself. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Look at the prices on these, and you can find these books all over the place.
Well, it was one of those things too where there's like 3 or 4 different books where you can't even pick the right one. You know what I mean? And so you had to buy them all, much like Torres's first appearance. And for whatever reason, they're all popping, right? Like the 5s, the 7s, the 8s, the 3s, whatever. I'm screwing the numbers up.
Oh yeah, they are 1,
3,
3, 5, and 6. 1, 3, 5, and 6.
Even the U.S. agent number 1s are selling.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely.
How many episodes
bonkers.
is this? Oh, 6, right?
I believe it's going to be 6. Yeah,
Sean,
only 5 more. So yeah, 6 total. That's another reason I think maybe they only did with the one.
How many was WandaVision though? 13?
8.
9. 8 or 9.
Okay.
8 or 9, I can't remember.
Must have just felt longer.
I just can't. I'm just amazed that people are going crazy about the second Falcon when they really didn't go crazy about the first Falcon, like until just recently. Like that was like a super undervalued book forever, even though he'd been in like multiple movies and was a great actor, portrayed great, and now everybody's crazy about the second possible Falcon. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't,
because people like to find books that were $1 and now are $50 more than they like to find books that are $600 and now are $1,000.
That's true.
Yeah, but it was real low, man. I think I had maybe a 7.0 or 7.5 that I bought raw and graded, and I think it 130, $150 or something. I mean, this is 2 or 3 years ago, but so I get that for the price jump, but it's just like, to me that was way too cheap. That Tales of Suspense 57 also, it's 57's first Hawkeye, right?
Yeah.
That thing took forever too, and he was like one of the most popular characters in the movies.
And Scotty blew one away at was it Charlotte or something we went to, remember? You blew one away. I mean, it was like a 6 or 7.0 you got for cheap. I think it was like a PGX that you flipped it to CGC and made a decent amount of money. Some guys came over, just offered them cash and just took it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a book. I wish I don't have that anymore. I don't have the first Hawkeye anymore, and it's just not necessarily what I'm chasing, but they're still attainable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not
First
for a
prints
lot
of
more
Hawkeye
than
is
it
cheap.
wanted to be. That's why I always thought Hawkeye and Falcon.
I worry that
for no reason.
Falcon's going to kind of dip again, just because he's one of those characters that everybody's like excited when he's on, and then they forget about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I think
he's kind of kicking ass. His suit and the action scenes
Yeah.
to start this off were pretty badass.
I think
Yeah, Anthony Mackie's super likable.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Winter Soldier is the long-term winner in this.
Probably, but he also basically had his own Marvel movie already,
Right?
you know, and it was fucking great. So there's that, you know. But it's weird because he plays, you know, it's just plays all these different characters. From Winter Soldier to Bucky to, you know what I mean.
Yeah, if I had the
the
choice,
White Wolf or whatever they call it.
yeah, if I had the choice between those two characters' first appearance, I'd probably choose Winter Soldier.
Well,
But who knows?
it's also
Play out wrong.
new. I mean, in equal grades, there's no such thing because they're 40 years apart. But
Yeah.
We'll see.
Not bad. All right. We talked a little bit about MCU. Now let's get into the disaster that is usually the DC Cinematic Universe, or whatever they call it. The Snyder Cut came out. How many of you guys saw the Snyder Cut? Did anybody not see it?
I didn't see it.
I got 40 minutes in, and I didn't stop watching because I didn't want to stop watching. I had something to do.
I'm going.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but-
do you have to watch it all? Because I've made it through like 3 hours. Does that count?
It's the last hour that gets you. You got to do it.
Well, I made
Yeah,
it through like an hour and fell asleep, and then I watched another hour and fell asleep.
All the
and then I made it
new
through a
stuff's
third
in the
hour.
last hour.
So,
Yeah, I fell asleep because it was day after St. Patrick's Day and I was hungover.
So the cruising on the interweb said that it only trolls, I guess, will hate the Snyder Cut. But I mean, if I'm DC, and from what I've heard from reviews, I give Snyder every DC movie and just say, go ahead and do it, man. It's all good.
Well, the issue is he's not making the same type of movie. He likes a dark, brooding movie that isn't giving people the poppy laughs of Marvel. So either you accept that or you don't. But man, DC keeps going dark, and then we need to lighten it up. Go dark. No, we need to lighten it up, and they can't fucking decide. Either go dark or go light. Stop half-assing in the middle.
Yeah,
I want to see Snyder do Batman. Those are the best few minutes of the movies, in my opinion.
Are you a big Snyder fan, Paul?
No, just remembering it. I was like, the Batman stuff's what stood out over anything. I haven't seen the new, 12-hour Snyder Cut yet, but it's on my list.
300 was good. 300 was amazing.
Oh, that was amazing.
I got the worst.
Yeah, that
story.
movie was
It's
freaking
brutal. So it was like my cousin was hammered, right? And so he came in. So we got there. We drove separately. We got there. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning for god awful reason. And I live in Michigan, so Spartans, right? Like big Eat Lansing Spartans. Everybody's from Michigan State. Every Michigan State slappy went to that movie. It's like Spartans and all this crazy stuff. So we get there super late. The only seats are in the very first 2 rows of IMAX, and all I can smell is my cousin's hangover the whole time.
Oh God!
I can't watch that movie without smelling it. I'm like, dude, I can't watch it anymore. He ruined it for me.
Oh shoot!
That's terrible. Is that like what you think of when you have to make yourself throw up?
Pretty much. It's pretty brutal.
300 ABV.
Yeah, I know that feeling. But hey, everybody that I've talked to, well, not everybody, sorry. A lot of people that I've talked to have said that it was good.
It's gonna be better. It's got to be better.
Yeah, it's got to be better. It's got to be way better.
It was like a different movie. legitimately. Now, I might be like everybody else, traumatized from the first one and not have a real good recollection of what happened while I was being traumatized watching the first one.
I didn't even see the first one, so this is gonna be crazy for me.
So I do a movie review podcast with some other buddies, and we watched the original cut and reviewed it, and I pinpointed I stopped caring when they started explaining the mother boxes. I'm like, this is the point in the movie where I'm done. Like, it doesn't get me. I don't care. So I don't know. That was the part in the original cut where I fell off. Like
the Martha thing, right? Or was that
when they were explaining what the mother boxes were and why they matter, and I was like, I
thought that was cool because I'm a big fan of that Kirby old school storyline, and I love that they took like that the little bit of cheesiness that was in Kirby out and made it kind of cool, you know. And when I did a deep dive on it, because I still haven't seen it yet, just because I don't want to go get HBO Max for a week or whatever. I think the problem is that, well, they cut up the movie so much for Whedon that the whole mother box thing, the apocalypse, Darkseid and what's his name being a minion of Darkseid and all that stuff kind of got thrown out the window and wasn't even cool anymore, and it pissed me off. What the hell?
Well, one of the most popular, I think, scenes or series of scenes from this film is the Old Gods, right? People loved it. They absolutely are talking about it online, and it was cool. I hope that it kind of paves the way for a New God story. The bit that we've been hearing, is going to come out forever. That maybe we'll get, kind of that classic Kirby story retold through Tom King on the big screen.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Do you think that this is going to be like a thing, like recutting movies that maybe, because I even heard that they actually have and they may do it at some point. There was a different cut of Mrs. Doubtfire. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Robin Williams like ad-libbed like a whole bunch of that movie that he had to cut because it was so racy, but he could actually edit an R-rated Mrs. Doubtfire with all those. I just wonder if that's going to be a thing of like recutting movies, 5-10 years down the, after the fact.
They recut Sonic. I mean, they recut Sonic because it was terrible. I mean, they're doing it with current movies too. I mean, I guess it depends on the budget and how bad it tanked at the office. Like, I mean, like how much money you're going to put into it to try to regain your box office there.
Because what Justice League came out, 2017? I mean, it was 4 years ago. I mean, it was forever ago. Like, it just seems really strange that they would even do this now when nobody cares anyway. And then,
it's smart,
they
right?
Forced it, right? With the hashtags, they forced it with hashtags and all that crap.
I think TJ's right, though. I'll take a recut over a remake, right? A remake, you're going to spend millions and millions of dollars more via just recutting what you already kind of did.
And it's in the same vein. So they go to comic book movies so they don't have to, pay people to do storyboards, and they don't have to pay for focus groups. Why not just take content that they already have on the cutting room floor, try to piece it back together, throw it on one of the streaming services where they need new content desperately. They're all trying to compete for their market share. I think it could be neat. There's going to be a lot of fails, but hopefully there'll be some magic too.
But am I wrong? That's how the Snyder Cut was given life, is they released the original cut, and then Snyder was like, well, that's not what I really wanted, and there's all these hashtags and Twitter, and now we have the Snyder Cut. Am I wrong? Or the history, or like how it came to be? That
add me to the long list of people who was annoyed by the
public demanded it.
I don't really know, to be honest.
You're cutting up a little bit, Nico. Sorry, man.
Yeah, no, I apologize. Add me to the long list of people who's annoyed by the release of the Snyder Cut people, who, after having watched the Snyder Cut, was like, they were onto something.
Yeah. So what I was going to say earlier is rather than these recuts, maybe just let the artist do their work but tell them, hey, keep it within this time frame. So it's not a 4-hour movie. Do your artistic version of it, and we'll go from there. Rather than cut it up.
This was supposed to be 2 movies initially, right?
Well, that too.
Yeah,
and that's a money grab, studio BS, whatever.
Would you guys? I mean, let's say the world was normal again. Let's take out the movie theaters, what's open, what's not right now. Would you be willing to go rewatch or watch this in the theater?
At 4 hours?
Yeah. They'd almost have to run an intermission.
Yeah,
I honestly
read my mind.
If I could get all these characters on the big screen again, I mean, I got a decent TV in the living room, happy about that. But I think I'd go wait in line. I think I'd go see.
In-game was what, 3 hours and 10 minutes, 3 hours and 15. I mean, it was long. So
yeah, if DC said, look, we want to cut, behind the scenes or whatever, we want to catch up to Marvel. We want to, cram. They couldn't really say it, but we want to cram this in so we can catch up. Here's this awesome movie. It's long, but we threw an intermission in versus 2 movies. I don't know, maybe save some face or something. I might, the ifs.
Yeah.
Give it a shot at least, I guess.
I'd like to. I'm not sure. Isn't Black Widow gonna be? It's gonna be in theaters, right?
Oh my god, I've heard everything about.
Yeah. I mean, theaters are open places, right? Like I know they're not in California. I kind of sort of pay attention to where you live.
Yeah, they open up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, they are open.
We'll see what happens come summer.
Shout out to Simple Man's Comics in the house tonight. Listen, we've got 130 live viewers. Please make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notified every time Flipside drops new content. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on. We have a giveaway to give out here in a little bit from our show from last week. If you guys remember, Dinesh came on and made his not number one variant. So we'll give that away here in a little bit. But also, I want to remind everybody, go check out the channel. You guys know we have a ton of shows over there. New content every day of the week, basically. The other day, the Star Wars crew, they did something really cool. And I'm going to try and bring them up here. The Star Wars crew on their show debuted a new Wanted Comics variant for the Star Wars High Republic number 4. And I think they maybe talked about giving something away. So make sure you guys go watch that episode. But here's that gorgeous Wanted Comics High Republic variant. Make sure you guys go check it out at Wanted Comics with an X. Another Will Sliney cover. Shout out to Will Sliney. They did Comic Book Women did a really cool thing on him for the St. Patrick's Day show that they had. So just a long, drawn out Flipside commercial for everybody. Make sure you guys go check all this cool shit out. A lot of cool stuff over there. All right. We want to get into a little bit of talk before the market report of the Echo stuff, but I also want to remind everybody, we've got a CGC unboxing for pickups. We've got a Top Shot pack opening for pickups and a lot of other fun stuff. So make sure you guys stick around for pickups, and the market report is coming up. The Echo stuff. Did you guys see the news that looks like we're going to get an Echo spinoff series? What do you guys think about that?
That was like a rumor of a rumor, right?
I didn't even see that one.
I mean, like it was reported that it might possibly be. It was an odd way they put it, right?
When I saw it, I mean,
it was a Daniel RPK story.
Yeah, and Variety picked it up too. I mean,
yeah, I found the Variety one. See, I mean, seems it probably has legs because I mean the character's already. It's a spin-off. The character, she's already in the Hawkeye, right? So
she is in the Hawkeye. Yes,
it must have. She must have like tested really well. with whoever they saw, or just the execs thought she did a great job and a good opportunity. So I don't happen to know a lot about, to be honest with you, about the actress or the character.
Who is the actress?
And
What'd you say, Ben?
Who is the actress again?
Hold on, I'll give you that.
Alaqua Cox, Alaqua.
Yeah. No, my question is: so there's the couple Daredevil appearances. Is she anywhere else substantial?
I literally have no idea.
I mean, she certainly doesn't have her own title. Those David Mack covers are beautiful. I get that.
So yeah, that's what in our shout out to the Modern Playbook guys. They're on top of this stuff. They were telling me Daredevil number 9 and number 10 are the go-to books right now to go swipe up. 9 is not her first full appearance, but 10 is the actual cover she's on, and then so
yeah, that 10 cover is awesome.
What series?
David Mack. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Daredevil.
Daredevil volume. I think it's volume 2, number 9 and 10.
Oh, okay, the ones with the Mac covers. All right.
Yeah.
The Marvel Knights, yeah. And then there's a later issue. I want to say maybe 51 or 52 that has another gorgeous cover.
Yeah. So shout out to the Modern Playbook boys. They helped me on that one today. We were talking about it.
The thing that's kind of cool about that is the actress that they have playing it is she's deaf, right? So they actually went and found a deaf actress, which is really dope to play the role.
And we kind of learned you kind of have to somehow do that now.
So I was looking before the announcement. Daredevil 9s, and I think it was 9.96s were like $225, and then after the announcement, shot up all the way to $300. So a $75 bump just on an announcement. So
yeah, listen to this. Look at this: 9 and 10 sold today for $200 for 16 bids raw.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, number 9 and 10, 209 are best offer, 75 for number 9, 165 for a number 9 high grade. So
I just sent one of those to CGC for somebody too, only just because it's such a nice copy, on zero spec value in my brain. You know what I mean? Not realizing, and I'm all, that's good timing.
Yeah,
Interesting.
good job. The Modern Playbook crew also talked about the issues in New Avengers, right, where she gets in the Ronin suit. So maybe that's something that you guys want to take a look at. Make sure you guys check out the Modern Playbook show. The Spec 10 comes out every Tuesday morning. Those guys are killing it over there. And then, of course, they have their round table every Thursday morning. So
I think they're saying New Avengers 39. I don't know.
There you go. Yeah, New Avengers 39.
I'm give Eric the pass.
It's the Ronin cover that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. As a matter of fact, let's take a quick look since we got it up here.
Yeah, don't ask me. So when I heard Echo, for some reason, I thought this was Aquaman. I confused her with Dolphin.
You mean Echo the Dolphin for Sega Genesis, bro? You don't want to see this?
I don't know, man. Just Aquaman came to mind. I was like, why are these guys
What is it, 19?
Daredevil?
39. 39.
Yeah, that's a dope cover.
Yeah, it's the second life for that book.
That might be a new book to look at. Yeah, it's a $2 book. I don't think it's 39, is it? Which is the Ronin one?
I thought Ronin was like way earlier in that season.
Yeah, it's like 17 or 11 or 12.
There it is, 11. Look at that. That's dope. So the first, that's the first Clint Barton as Hawkeye. I'm sorry. That's a dope cover, though.
Yeah, those were selling pretty well.
Yeah, dope stuff. So I love that Ronin outfit. I think that Ronin costume is a really good costume.
I think I got that. Well, I think I got those New Avenger covers in a box somewhere.
Well, and we'll probably see that story on the Hawkeye miniseries as a flashback. I sort of take it, right? Kind of like an aside from the Fraction run.
I would think so.
Okay.
Because you have to go somewhere. I mean, if Hawkeye gets a season 2, right? You would have to go somewhere else. I mean, after Fraction, what do you really do? You know what I'm saying? You have to go somewhere with it. I mean, that's with all these, like, I guess we all try to go back to the movies, but, like, does, Visions, I know they're going to go on the Doctor Strange, but are they going to do season 2 of Vision and Scarlet Witch to test it so well? I don't know. I'm just asking. I mean, does Hawkeye get a season 2? Does Winter?
Honestly, I think these are a little different. There's so much money in the production that they have their ducks in a row ahead of time. So I honestly think they already know like what they're going to do. Like we had to sort of figure it out from Netflix, but I would imagine that they already definitely have Hawkeye already planned out for, I would say, a minimum to any of these things for a minimum of 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Or they never had any intention of doing it in the first place.
Right. And the second season might be West Coast Avengers. You know what I mean? Like they just, or Young Avengers or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? They just kind of like tweak it a little bit and roll it into something else. It's all super. I mean, I'm just so excited by this stuff. I never in a million years thought I'd see this kind of television or these kind of movie projects ever.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm happy it leverages the speculation game. I guess it's not like we always hear when the movies came out, right? We knew Guardians of the Galaxy was this, and 6 months from now, we all knew what the book. I mean, if you were smart, you knew what books were kind of coming along. At least now, it's like you can't rely on like an app or a website, or you kind of got to make your own kind of decisions, and it's going to separate the adults from the children. How about that?
But for Guardians though, if you remember, that actually was kind of hidden. Yeah. Like it was just like there was the debate on which team, on which team was going to be.
Yeah, I think I joined right after that
91 series or whatever it was, or the 2008 series, and then or the original. We didn't kind of know, but most people were betting on the 2008. And luckily, it was that without Warlock. Other than that,
but those were like dollar books, right, back in the day. I mean, before the movie came out. I guess I don't know. I can't. I was
all 25 of those honestly became like a lot more expensive. All 25 books in that run, and there's about 10 variants or so that are tough. 24 and 25 because of Thanos. Like those got big, and the cover's so good for 25. But yeah, one became. Yeah, it legit became a key when it was just sort of an afterthought, really. You know what I mean? People went like, "Oh, sweet, the Abnett Lanning, 2008 books. Like this is going to make movie history." But then they came out the movie and they said it was like Star Wars with a bunch of Han Solos. So it was it did well, but it was a lot of speculation on the characters that were actually going to be in that movie.
Before we get into market report, I want to throw out some shout outs real quick. I saw shout out to Spine Ticks. Got to check out Spine Ticks for the first time live this weekend I believe they're on Saturday nights. Saw shout out Sith Lordly. I will never call you Sith Lordy again because I finally realized for the first time that it's Sith Lordly. So shout out to Sith, as I'll start calling them. Shout out Azorus Tiger. Those guys over there do some really cool stuff. I saw, I think they had Newbie on there, and Hyper, I believe, was on there from Newbie Show, I believe. And it was a really good episode, so make sure you guys check them out. Good crew over there doing some really cool stuff. Follow Sith on IG. His IG is amazing. He's got some great card stuff, really cool card stuff, and I can't wait to either get him over there or get over there. I really want to. Looking forward to talking to that guy sometime soon. So shout out to him. Shout out to East Meets West. I saw Simple Man and I believe Morello over there. Shout out to Joker over there, good dude. Shout out Manny, the comic creator. I think Manny's in house tonight. I want to shout out another guy who's in house tonight. Just saw DS Comics. Make sure you guys check him out. One of the best voices in comics. One of the smartest guys out there. So make sure you check out DS Comics, and make sure you guys like and subscribe to Tales from the Flipside. Do us a favor, hit that button, hit the bell so you get all the notifications, and tell us how we're doing. Let us know what we're doing good, what we could be doing better. What do you guys want to see on the show? What do you guys want to see on the channel? All right, Z, you ready?
Yeah. So kind of did a few more books than normal, but I'm going to kind of go a little quicker. At this point, I mean, the market's moving so damn fast that last week's prices almost don't feel relevant half the time anymore. So just gonna run through some stuff as we go.
All right, I'm gonna bring it on up, and I'll be right back for medication time. I'll start right off.
I got on a little kick of X books just because, well, why not? Long Shot #1 sold for $400. I was thinking, well, maybe that's an undervalued book. No, it's going fast.
Nice.
The infamous Red Chair at this point had a run of books that I wanted to look at. Sorry, there's one that wasn't X-Men, but this one was one that I was like, New Mutants 98's going so hot. I wonder if Deadpool 1's got some potential. It's not crazy yet. I mean, it's probably back at its height movie, but it's not nuclear.
Is there any first appearance in that other than just it being his first solo or for non-mini? Black Owl?
Blind Owl.
Blind Owl?
Yeah. Says it right there. Blind Owl.
And T-Ray.
Oh, Owl. I thought like
that's
Owl, like OWL. Like
no, that's the lady in the movie. So the infamous red chair, Wolverine. I think this was on the Spec 10, wasn't it, or one of the other shows? I remember seeing it.
I think a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it was. I think the move is Madripoor. Eventually, maybe the setting for Wolverine's introduction. So
hey, I've been
trying to get ahead of the curve.
Yeah, this is a solid book.
I tried, Dino.
I know, bro. 9.6.
That's just because they're robbing everybody on those grades.
I know, dude.
That's a 9.8 book.
I lost track, but the limited series is now $1,000 book. So, here it is.
Yep.
So that other the actual maxi series is kind of a slightly undervalued play, and that storyline is something that's really not been touched on yet. So, could be good. This is actually down a bit. This was actually over 700 last week, so it's a tad down. Interesting to me that this one's $700 and some of the other ones that are climbing. Sorry, I can't see all my images real well because I didn't really give him an order, so I apologize as I'm jumping around.
I messaged Red Chair dude on eBay to come on our show. He never responded.
We love it.
Yeah.
He probably gets so many hits just because of the damn Red Chair. This was another one because we've seen the McFarlane's covers go nuts. This is another one that kind of fits in that classic image. Just a book that everybody probably remembers. It's up, but it's not crazy yet, so maybe one to keep an eye on.
I like a 9.6. I paid $30 for.
This is for Nico, just because every time I see this stupid ass book sell, I like to bring it up. It is finally coming back down after a couple $1,000 sales. More Red Chair and X-Men. X Factor. I mean, what was ice cold is now heating back up. Everything X is kind of on the board, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I remember what $20 leg, $30 back in the day. You can get those all day.
All day, dude.
Yeah. There was a point where after the movie, I don't know if you could give them away for $20, $30.
Yeah. No, I've left them behind.
That and 24, right?
Yeah.
I started leaving them. It was just, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, I left a stack at New Dimension. I don't know, a couple of months ago that I've been kicking myself in the ass for doing at $20 a pop. Now they weren't 9/8, but they were nice enough that I should have paid $20 a piece for them.
They all have a mouse bite. Like it's a tough 9/8 because they'll have like a corner bitten.
Yep.
I'm sure it wasn't just one crazy mouse, but like that's what it looks. It looks like the same mouse.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know anything. I've been looking at books. Anything in 9/8, if it's even a second, third tier hero, I'm buying them if I can at a few $100. I less like the villains, but I think you're okay with, Apocalypse. I know Sinister's going nuts. It's freaking everything's going nuts, man. If it's a 9/8, people are buying it.
Yeah.
First full of. Bishop is moving up because
Speaking of New Dimension, I think I grabbed 50 copies of this for $1 a piece. Thank you.
Yeah, that was an easy spec play, and you were happy to get like $10-15 for them. I had the gold second print of the the next one, and a 9/8 forever that just wouldn't sell, and finally I think I sold it for like $65-70 or something like that.
Damn these images for being so small. I don't know. If you didn't see it, and I don't know if I got them to him. I don't see it on here. The 282, the standards are now breaking 400.
I got
And
one of those in here too.
A newsstand sold for, including shipping, it was just a tad shy of $700.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. And if I stumble upon it later, I apologize, but I don't see it. So
Remember when we passed at $1.50?
Oh,
Like
we talked about it.
dum-dums?
I'm like, $150? No, that's too much, man. I'm out. And
How much are newsstands going for?
just under 7.
I know a place. I might have to buy one tonight. Cheap.
I have one in pickups. I got one at a shop that listed a little low before that auction hit. So let's see, where else we got? Oh, this was a interesting one, and I don't see part. They got split up. This one was first Evil Ernie ad, and I'd never seen this one before. Art contest, comic careers, and it's got this artwork in it. So
it's very cool.
Rough.
Well, I mean, it's not a anything. Who the hell would save such a thing? I'd never even heard of this one, so that one shocked me, and I said, "Oh, God knows if we ever find it again."
Yeah, right.
You just grade that, right?
Maybe
if they even grade it, I'm sure they will.
It does bode well for my Crow caliber ads that I never see for sale. If Evil Ernie can do that much, man, the Crow's got to be at least double.
That's one of my all-time favorite things I've ever seen, Z. I was so stoked that you put this on here, man.
You don't know where to look for it. I mean, I don't even know what the hell you'd look for that at.
Yeah, don't worry. The next time it comes up for sale, it'll be $3K.
Shout out to Style Collector for the old $5.99 bomb. I like that.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, here's the Wanted Comics special, but this isn't his. But good
Bang,
lord,
bang.
we're paying $3K for an 8.5.
Nico, you're looking smarter and smarter every week.
8.5, guys.
It's that label.
Shout out to the boys at Nerdbox for pressing my book. Hope they get that sucker done quick, fast, and in a hurry, and we'll get it off to CGC. You guys will get it to see what it looks like.
I mean, Sean, what an 8.5? We'd throw it back.
Dude, I had a stack of 8.5s that were in the same bag. The guy didn't even have them individually bagged and boarded. And I was like, someday I'm going to regret giving these all back because I can't grade any of them.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I'm only sell people one. So every con I'd just buy one from him. Right. But it was like, but I remember there are times because it was the same guy and I'd pass. And then that's how we know. And the order was split with our other friend that had more of these than anybody else in the world. So I know what happened. And and even I was pre-screening, pressing so many of these that if I even thought there's a possibility of a 9.6, I just sent them back raw to my guy, right? and I was just like, what's the point? And he just auctioned them off and shit. And,
Oh God.
Yeah, and that's it. Probably didn't press, didn't grade. What would it end up? Fucking $500,000, I'd say.
Talk about it. Let's not talk.
Well, they weren't mine. At least they were somebody else's. You know what I mean? So but I mean, I've had like 5 or 10 or something. I don't know. I've had a bunch. I would buy them because I was like, oh, it's a good buy. But like, especially those of us when they were finding them in the Five Belows and whatnot, we were always like, well, no, this just killed this book forever, and it didn't.
I wonder what you could get a 2019 Bugatti for.
I don't know.
Oh God! Speaking of lots of books, this one intrigued me because I know the 9.8s are selling well. This first Wolverine Deadpool lot. What's interesting is it's 10 of them for basically $40 a pop, listed as very fine, not near mint.
And Nico, I saw one in Cleveland. We went to Cleveland with Nico, and I'm like, dude, just buy it for like $10. He's like, dude, I don't buy that crap. Put it back. I'm an idiot, I guess. I don't know.
I know the 9.8s are going for $500, but man, I don't understand why you'd buy a lot of very fines.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. It's so hard to get a 9.8. I think I've been buying them for like $5-10 and hoping for a 9.8. Same in my Spider-Man 2099 foils. I've been trying to buy for $5 to $10 to get a 9.8 out of one of them. It's just There always one ding or two dings in this thing, man.
Yeah, and
Always.
in my defense, it was not a gradable copy.
Well, I know, but whatever.
Or else you wouldn't have gave it to me.
I know.
And you didn't buy it yourself.
I didn't.
So get the fuck out of here.
Well,
On to the
that's
next
fine.
book.
Well, I bought bigger books.
Invincible Iron Man, $500. Jesus
Jeez
Christ.
Louise.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's one that I don't know if I slept on it or just didn't care.
Well, what do you guys think? I mean, is this like the one book on here that's maybe a buy?
I don't know. This
I
one,
don't see why not.
this one's so split up though. That's the thing between the 7, the 9, the variants. It's
Second
there's-
Prince.
yeah, it's a
And you
real
don't know if
confusing-
she's going to be a hit, right?
Well, it should probably be a hit, but which book is going to be the book?
Yeah.
I remember selling my variant of this cover thinking that I like made the greatest deal in the world.
Ozzy had a shit ton of them, and he's like, "It's a $40 book." I'm like, "Sweet, sell it." Now he's like,
Yeah,
"Fucking hate you."
I do the 7s and 9s. I kind of, they weren't hard to find
No,
years ago, and I started leaving those too. If they were marked up to like $10 or something, nah.
Well, and the transition from 7 to 9 has been kind of wild, right?
Yeah,
Seven was the book.
Unquestionably, in all circles. Game changed.
Yeah.
Which has the WAP variant? Is it 7 or 9?
7.
Yeah,
7.
I pulled 2 of those unbagged out of a dollar bin
nice.
at a con. It's the craziest thing in the world. I know there's like should be variants in there, but with like
Hey,
I pulled like the Psylocke JSC X-Men 510 out of there. 2 of them, and one I got a 9.8 on, and I'm like, jeez.
Hey, all it's going to take is a whale to start buying 7s, and 7 will pass 9 again.
Yeah, it's a who knows, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
This one just had to show because why not? Everything else is crazy. I know there's no appearances, but this is one of the covers. It's slowly climbing. I just wonder if at some point it's gonna hit that $1,000 mark. Just
Hey, I got one of those too.
everything else is.
You know what's wild is the newsstand for this is profoundly inexpensive compared to late market newsstands of Marvel books.
Oh, Marvel newsstands are nuts.
Now you can't find a 9.8 newsstand of Tech 880, but there's a 9.6 that just sits on eBay all the time.
Huh.
And every time somebody talks about this book, I'm like, should I go buy that newsstand? And then I don't do it.
I keep thinking about DC, thinking, man, Marvel is so hot. Maybe I need to look at DC, but I just can't figure out though. Is it not a buy because it's never going to be a buy? So like, book like this is steadily moving up, but it's you start thinking about the characters and you're like, what's it?
I hate to say it for DC books, especially if you go back to the 880 for a minute. Like it's so hard to get a 9.8. I just buy the 9.8 right now because good luck trying to sell them because I know I have one. Brian has one. Just they're not giving them.
Yeah, I subbed one, sold it, and will never forgive myself. And now I'll probably never have a 9.8 because I won't shell out the money.
Ozzy bought one recently, and I was like, you know what? I don't often think you make good purchases, but that was a good one.
yeah.
Good point. And I think what do we got here? Oh, one more fucking X book. Another. This isn't even a newsstand, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, and there was a newsstand that sold for what, like $700 or something
much.
crazy.
At least I can understand a newsstand because it's a newsstand; those get crazy prices. But
Do I buy a newsstand of this raw for $10? You think?
I wouldn't even have like. To me, this was a $50 9.8 forever, maybe 75, and you're like, people are paying $500 now. Huh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what are raws of that sell for? Still only like $50, right?
My roommate bought one for like $16 this weekend.
Yeah,
and it was a newsstand.
I remember having those on the spice rack for $5 and be happy when one sold.
Yeah, so the ratio of what 9.8s are selling for when they're not rare 9.8s doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't. I mean, $50 raw to a $500 9.8 on a book that's got 2,500 9.8s doesn't make it. It doesn't make sense. There's something. Somebody's messing with the numbers on that one.
Yeah. So can we talk about that for a second? Because this is kind of what has me more nervous about these comic prices than anything else. I perceive fraud both in these like super high prices with some bullshit shill bidding and like, does it sell, does it not sell? They don't care because they're not getting charged for non-payment of auction results or best offers. So I'm like, well, that's fucking suspect. I look at these auction results. That's suspect. That's suspect. I don't know definitively, really almost ever, but suspect. And then what really scares me is fraud in the volume, right? So pretending like, a book sells all the time at this price point when it never sells, except for once a month, twice a month, creates an illusion of liquidity that causes people to buy those books at that high price point or a little bit less. And that's what makes me nervous, right? Like, I don't think a trimming scandal is going to hit comics the way it did sports cards, but my fear legitimately is that that shit is going on. And I hope to God that this is just like old man on the CGC boards, Nico, percolating to the surface, and that I'm wrong. But it's something that I've been talking to people about, and I'd really like to hear what you guys think about it.
I think there's a mix, man. There's always people trying to manipulate something, and if you choose a book or two, it's not hard. But it's not all of it. It's just there's probably some sales that are definitely suspect, and you just got to be able to identify them. There's also ones that aren't.
Yeah, and then and when stuff starts selling, it brings more copies to light. You know what I mean? Like, I know X-Men 4 is gone, that we just showed, has gone up. The Omega Red's gone up and down so many times. It's like, okay, I'm not paying attention. I got a handful that I just found because
how many are you gonna sub, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, but now I'm all, geez, and I'm like, I should actually take these out of the bag and consider like fixing them or something like that. I mean, I don't know if they're fixable, but shit, for that price, I'm gonna look into
I'll
it.
spend 2 minutes looking.
Yeah, and so but also at the same time, when you're telling me that it's a $40 or $50 raw book, I'm all for that fucking thing. Well, you can have it for $50.
Yeah,
as long as it's not 9.8. Or
but again, even it just the ratio doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
a $500 modern or not close to modern book should be $150 raw, and no one is ever going to spend $150 on an X-Men 4. I don't care who it is. It's not going to. Nobody's going to spend $150 raw on that. So if that never makes sense ever, then $500 for that as a 9.8 never makes sense.
Yeah, and to bring and so like I was trying a little more to answer Nico's question than I was doing, but that a lot of copies get drawn out of books like that, and so even if there's like somewhat like manipulation, or people trying to sell for more, like if somebody saw that sale for $450, like tomorrow, that's going to be somebody just be like, I could probably sell mine real quick for $425. Like, it brings more out of the woodworks, and you start to see those lower sales. Like the first time you see people with, Ultimate Fallout 4 hitting $3,000, people are like, well, shit, I'm going up to $2,950 then. And people are instead of like holding the line, I don't see people hold the line. So I don't know. I don't know, but it definitely does give the illusion of liquidity, like you're saying.
I listen, to say there's no manipulation anywhere would be asinine. There's definitely some happening. Is it 1%? Is it 5%? The whole market is on fire, and it's not. That isn't the issue. There are definitely pockets of, and it doesn't take, depending on what you choose, it doesn't take a lot of money. I mean, I caused something to go up. Probably 4 years ago, before the Spider-Verse thing, I started buying the land variants. I bought the 3 that were on eBay at given prices. They were gone. The next one listed was double, and that was the price because all the supply was just gone for a minute.
I know that honestly, for like a year, every single Preacher 1 that went on eBay, I bid up over $100. And when I won the auctions, I just fucking paid for them and stockpiled them. And I happened to be a gamble that paid off very handsomely, like to the tune of paid for my wedding. And it was like, you know what I mean? So did I manipulate? Sort of, but like I wasn't. I was sort of. It was like I was gambling on this product, and I paid for all the auctions. Just because I got outbid on a bunch of them doesn't mean that I wouldn't have paid the 125 or 150 that I bid it at. And I graded a bunch, and I don't know, everything worked out. But so there's something like that, and then there's people that are just like, okay, I think that's at a good price, and that's what I'm willing to pay, and they throw it out there.
Yeah,
So,
I don't suggest that that's manipulation at all. I mean, that's just aggressive buying and a market responding in kind. It's the bullshit where I put up, I do 3,000 on a Sunday and $1,700 of it is unpaid. That makes me nervous. Now, I sell hot books when I do sell them at the top of the damn market. But that's the thing that it makes me nervous. And it makes me nervous not because and please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to suggest that there's like wholesale fraud across the comic community, because I don't think there is.
There's not.
But I think that there's some shenanigans going on from a couple jackoffs, or more than a couple, and they could cause that kind of behavior could cause a serious backlash and a lot of people to get real nervous at a time when things couldn't be better for comics, period. So
I agree totally. I think the question it comes, and I don't think I think like when you talk about books like Ultimate Fallout 4 or some of New Mutants 98, those have wide appeal. That does so when you do get some of these crossover sports card collectors, they know those characters. They're like, okay, I'm going to invest in Spider-Man. I'm going to invest in Deadpool. I'm going to invest in all these big name characters. There's no, and I'm coming from sports cards. There is no sports card collector that has any idea who Omega Red is.
That's not.
They're not.
True,
they're
though.
not
If
coming over and saying, "Hey, I'm going to spend $500."
Listen, that was the biggest printed run of books ever. So it's one of those books like they're like, oh, I'm coming over from
and he's in the X-Men cartoons.
No card collector. I don't care who it is. They're not the ones coming over spending $500 on X-Men 4. That's not what they're going to spend their money on. They're going to spend it on massive keys. Omega Red is at best a C villain character that is massively overprinted. Those are not what they're buying.
Somebody's buying them.
They're coming over. They're buying New Mutants 98. That's why the price has gone through the roof. They're buying Ultimate Fallout 4. That's why the price is going through the roof. They're buying solid, basically what they consider rookie card things of Hall of Fame characters. That's the sports card community. Hall of Fame. They don't go for Joe, third baseman that sucked. That's not who they go for. They go for big names.
Well, so it's not all baseball people, though.
I'm not saying it's all big names.
There's also just nostalgia, and there's people that can't afford the $3,000 book, so they're jumping in at the $500 book and see, well, this is what I can afford. It's a first appearance. I'm going to take it.
Books, like I said, I think the manipulation is not on the high dollar books, the high dollar A characters. It's coming on these books that are X-Men 4s. That book is complete garbage for $500. If you're spending $500 on that, you will lose your money. It's that's the books that where manipulation is coming in.
Well, it's because they're cheaper. It's way easier for somebody.
$500 isn't. Think about when you came back into comics. Were you spending $500?
No, I'm just saying you can manipulate those books. Like Ultimate Fallout 4 at $3,000 is not easy to manipulate because you can't just keep buying them.
True. No, I agree. But the manipulation on the X-Men 4, I mean, it went from 50 to 500.
I like JJ Maxwell. So you're assuming they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it, but I keep seeing the argument over in the chat saying this is card collectors coming over spending money, but that's not what card collectors spend money on.
It's not just card collectors. It's anybody in collectibles. Anybody looking to diversify their.
It could be Wall Street Capital.
It could be, but
they're not spending it on fucking.
Does anybody outside of the comic community have any idea who Omega Red is? Anybody?
People getting back in that were collecting then that came in later than us.
But they're comic community.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I think we should move on because we got lots of cool shit to open up, and I don't
Well,
want to be up all night.
let me hit up real quick with a couple more market report stuff. I want to show you guys this. If you guys aren't following Ken Golden on IG, he is one of the best card guys to follow. He's the guy that didn't he own classic game cards back in the day, Stein? Anyway, he does golden auctions. He's been in the card game forever. These are some of the prices that from his auction over the weekend. This Acuna got $370,000 for this Bowman First Acuna Red. I think it's numbered to 5. I think the Reds are. I think this is 1 of 5. Yeah,
got him.
Look at this Jay-Z. It went for more than 86,000 because that was the current bid. But that Jay-Z card was crazy. This Mike Trout rookie went for 136,000. This is a gem at 10, the Target red border.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I see the diamonds going for crazy too. We'll talk about that in a second.
Here's not two trouts. One trout that sold in December of 2020 for 30,000. Just sold for 105,000, almost $106,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut you off there. Mike Trout just signed the biggest, longest deal in LA Angels history, so he isn't going anywhere.
Wow.
Really? What did he sign it for?
I don't know the exact numbers, but
Jesus.
yeah, Trout card's coming up.
Here's that beautiful Jay-Z card. How crazy is that? That'd be a sweet card to own. Topps Chrome. I don't know what it is from, though. It's crazy. But anyways, this Kobe is absolutely gorgeous. This is from the 2019-2020 Panini Prisms set. And this card went for, let me give you the number on this, almost $125,000. Crazy. Wow. Absolutely nuts. So a lot of really crazy card stuff going on. Some of the stuff that I wanted to bring up tonight, though, I want to get a little bit crazy. Let's get into some action figure and some toy stuff. So this was interesting. This was all sold from one site. This is Lee's Collectibles. Anybody who's into toys knows Lee's Collectibles. I didn't realize they had a eBay store, but this sold this week. These are the infamous Turtle Troll dolls. You can see the money that they're going for out fucking outrageous. Yeah, so make sure you guys, if you guys even have these opened, these things sell for ridiculous amounts. Here you go, all of your Ghostbuster fans that grew up with the Ghostbusters cartoon. I remember this. My brother loved this whole set. This is a opened, played with set of the Proton Pack, the PKE meter, the Ghost Trap, the watch, everything for $255. I sold the PKE meter alone for like $175, like 6 months back or something.
Jeez.
Here we go, Muscle Men. Shout out to Peter Renna. Make sure you guys are following Renavision. He did a really cool short video on Muscle Men. Or I call them Muscle Men. They're called Muscles, but I call them Muscle Men. I think most kids that grew up with them call them Muscle Men. This is an unopened 10-pack trash can of the multicolored version. So if you remember, there's just the pink ones were out forever, and then they brought out the multicolored. I always like the pink ones better, but I don't know which one sells for more. This sold for $166 for a 10-pack trash can.
Goodbye.
Pretty cool, right?
Goodbye. I love it.
This right here is very interesting. This is from the Star Wars comic pack, Star Wars Legends comic pack. This is the XR Kun and I don't know how to say that, Kel Dorma. And just the loose XR Kun sold for $325, 48 bits. A lot of open comic pack figures sold this last week for just crazy amounts.
Can I mention that I never see these unopened, and I wouldn't know how to recognize them if they were opened, but I just never see them.
I see action figures like in tubs, dude. I'm like, I don't even look, dude. I'm like,
are there graded action figures?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. AFA, Action Figure Authority. They grade them loose and carded. They're really expensive, though.
85 is the highest, right?
AFA 85? No, I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. So yeah, this is crazy stuff. Absolutely amazing. Here's another turtle stuff. This is the not even carded or unopened. This is Krang with the Android body. I have the Android body. I don't think I have the Krang figure. I got to find it. But this sold for $161 open and played with, obviously.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. So this was interesting. For G.I. Joe fans, I don't even have to explain this to you. You see a Cobra Commander figure going for $300. You think, what the hell is going on there? And then you instantly know what it is. For G.I. Joe collectors, they know about the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. So you guys see the blue Cobra Commander with the face shield. I think it's the earliest versions had a paint issue on the Cobra emblem on the chest. And if you look at that paint emblem, it looks like a Mickey Mouse instead of a Cobra head. If you see this figure in the wild, pick it up because it sells for a lot of money, even in tough condition, even in, falling apart condition. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commanders. And there you guys can see.
Brian's really smart.
Yeah, you like this stuff?
Is it just on that one figure?
It is just on this one Cobra figure. It's called the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. So keep your eye out for that. Very cool stuff. Here is another turtle thing. This is the Universal Monsters. I thought this was interesting. This is $405 open. He had all the accessories and everything. I love finding out about these rare loose turtle figures. I talked with Paul about it all the time whenever I pull these up, that these are the type of things that, like Dino was saying, you find in the tubs. Yep. So here is another G.I. Joe goodie. So this is the G.I. Joe Sky Patrol Sky Raven, which instead of being all black like the initial Sky Raven was, or Night Raven it was called, I believe, it is all silver, painted foil, kind of like silver, shiny silver. And it was towards the end of the G.I. Joe run. It was really rare. They were hard to find. And all of these Sky Patrol, like painted, there's a shark that's painted this way. There's a couple other vehicles painted this way. They're hard to find. This guy had it in the box, still open, played with, had all the accessories, sold for almost $1,000, $910. Not bad for an open G.I. Joe vehicle. So keep your eyes open for the shiny G.I. Joe ones. Also keep your eyes open for the dark black and bright orange accessories on these opened vehicles. If you find any of those are the night vision vehicles that are just as hard to find. So they're all black with neon orange accessories. All right, here we go. Let's get into some wrestling stuff. You got wrestling superstars Hulk Hogan carded, sold for $560. Here's some more of that. You got the Razor Ramon, sold for $350, and a 1-2-3 Kid opened, sold for $750.
I might have that one. I gotta go downstairs. I actually might have that one.
Dude, what a terrible figure that is. Look how horrible that one looks.
It's brutal.
That's bad, dude. That's X-Pac, right?
Yeah. 1-2-3 Kid, yeah. I would love to have the Razor Ramon. That would be one figure I would love to have, hanging.
I might have him downstairs.
Dope stuff.
I got a whole bunch of those sets, man.
One toy that I talk about a lot that people would say, what the fuck are you talking about, is Army Ants. Army Ants were cool as hell. I remember them when I was a kid. Here's a set of them sold for $122.50. So any of you guys have any of those old school Army Ants, put those ones out because they sell for quite a bit, it looks like. That is your action figure market.
Nice.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta get some toys.
Amen.
Just screw it. You see the ones up like the Super 7 stuff I buy. That's just because I enjoy it. Maybe they'll be worth something someday, but I think I just get a couple AFA deals and just be happy with them. Like they were talking about one of the shows. I forget what it was, but it was it was like 10 or 12 grand or something for like a perfect Boba Fett. And I'm like, considering the market we're in, isn't that cheap as shit?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, how are you going to tell me that isn't going to be worth a good amount? That's already a good amount of money. You know what I mean? But like I'm saying, you're going to tell me that in when I'm like almost 60 years old, that might not be worth like 150 grand or something like that.
Well, I'll be honest, that kind of scares me because one of the things that I remember back in the day when the crash happened back in the day in the 90s with cards and comics is everybody was buying that stuff thinking they could put it away and it's going to pay for their kids' college tuition and stuff. And I guess that's kind of what scares me now is I think there's a lot of people that are looking at our market and our hobby that way. But we didn't have the third market back then where people were selling. And so.
Yeah, there wasn't, I mean, eBay just changed everything for people like us.
Yeah.
Just blatantly eBay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Before we get into pickups, I do want to remind everybody again about the channel. Make sure you guys go check out YouTube, the Tales from the Flipside channel. It's got a much amazing content over there. Hit the bell, hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed and go check out all the great shows. We got Comic Book Women on Tuesday nights, so make sure you guys check them out tomorrow night. And of course, the Spec 10 list will be dropped first thing in the morning. So all you Spec 10 junkies out there, you can get that list first thing 4 a.m. West Coast time. So bright and early for you. All right, who wants to go first for pickups?
I'll go second. I'll go first. Fuck it, dude. Whatever. I'll hit it. Let's go.
All right.
So I got some CGC books I'll show off maybe. I did a video. We're gonna drop it at some point. It's fire. So first is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons #1 from DC and TSR. So
yeah. Now, can somebody tell me if Dungeons and Dragons #1 or Dragonlance #1 is the first Dungeons and Dragons? Does anybody know?
I hope it's this one.
Not off the top of my head.
No. I'm surprised how many big name.
I think it's smart that TV shows.
Yes.
Did we lose Nico?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This is #2 in the list.
Oh yeah.
I had to buy it. It was sitting on eBay just taunting me. So that's #2. I know Leg doesn't like to press Golden Age books, but this definitely needs a press.
Oh, JJ Maxwell, what are you talking about? I'm gonna need you to send me that info.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh man.
I didn't. I showed this off to Ultra just so I can make him very angry. But I picked up Star Wars 4. It's the rare GameStop edition from way back in the day. I will not tease people what I paid for it. I grossly underpaid for this. This is probably there's like maybe 30 on the census, I think. I bet you at a normal market it's probably $400 or $500, and I paid nowhere close to that. I picked up this bad boy for grossly cheap too. So this is like the 6th copy I own of this book. So it's a JTC signature, which is over here, which you hardly can see, but he threw it right there.
Jeez. That one hurt me.
Yeah. So
did you sign it with a toothpick?
I don't really care. Yeah, so I bought this for grossly undervalued too.
Yep, I don't have a copy anymore. It's okay.
That's fine, dude. Don't worry. I'll give you a copy. I don't care. Some of the cool books, Mr. From out of my CGC, I'll just show a couple of them. Mr. Stein, Fearless Defender 3, the advent of the ghost hunting articles. So if you're not paying attention like ghost hunting articles Stein does, you're doing yourself a disservice there.
Amen.
Here. I'll show the one that's a big boy, or a couple big boys, and then you gotta check out the rest of the video. Let's do this one, and let's do one more. We'll do two. So I'll show the other. I got a couple of 9/8. Look at this boy. You guys remember this one back in the day?
Yeah,
nice.
So a little dirty pair of 9/8. So I can't remember why I picked this one up at. I don't know if that was a Dennis Hall or not. It could have been. This was a Dennis Hall.
No. Remember that was on that was on Facebook, and you're like, "Should I buy this?" And I'm like, "Fucking buy it right now!" Jesus Christ, stop texting me.
Yeah, and then I know it was terrible. I was like, I don't really know. So I'll show this one too. I'll show this one for the other one. So I've been looking for this book forever. I find one for like $100, and they gave me a 9.6.
Which is unbelievable.
So I mean, whatever. So that's that one, and then this last one, and you guys should see the rest of the video. 1 of 4, baby.
Lord of mercy!
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's
It's
one
a
up
tear
for
of joy.
$50
I'm
on
weeping
eBay.
from
It's not
joy
mine.
right now.
I don't think I ever sell this book. I hate to say it. It's so hard to find, dude. Like me and we're talking about this. It's so hard to find. Nobody cared, and it's a Devil Do Publishing. It's like all those DDP books back in the day. Just no one cared about. They threw them in a bin, and
Yeah, they get really scratched up really easily too. That's her first cover, right?
yeah, first cover.
Oh, Jenny.
That's
Prison.
her first published work. It's not her
okay.
first comic work though, because the Hack Slash book she did before this, but this got published before the Hack Slash one came out. So it's one of those weird things. Yeah, but that's her first published work.
We talked about this, guys. How do we make more money and make our channel better? Maybe the CEO has like a Make-A-Wish kid kind of foundation and bring the comic guys, and you pay me a model fee, and we'll go hunting together. Maybe we'll do it that way. So, that's all I got. I got stuff on the CGC stuff. I've been buying a lot lately. I know Stein always says I'm just buying all the time. I know. I don't know what to do now. I got boxes of good stuff. Like, I don't know.
Well, I want to remind everybody, make sure to check out the unboxing episode that's going to be released shortly of Dino unboxing the rest of his CGC books. You can find that on Tales from the Flipside. We have an unboxing section or a clip section that'll be in, but you'll see it on the uploads page. Make sure you guys are subscribers over there. And, of course, we've got Sean opening an unboxing tonight that we will clip in the future, too. So very cool stuff. And who's next?
Before we go, one of the comments said CGC's been harsh. What do you think? I don't think they were harsh with me. I mean, yeah, I could have got maybe a few more 9/8 out of it, but I mean,
they're rough on copper. There's just not rhyme or reason to things that I'm seeing, and I've been subbing for other people. Obviously, I looked at yours online. I don't think anything was out of line. Other than one book, I think they're all 9.6 and 9.8. So it's not like they were, you know what I mean? But they are being a little. There was one that it's not my stuff, so I don't like to talk about it. But there was a bunch of modern, brand new books that literally got from Diamond to bag and board to me and sent over there. And like there was like some 9.0s and 9.4s and stuff like that, and they're all the same, and they were the same. There's like 10 or 15 of the same book, and I'm like, that it's just there's no there's the 9.8s and 9.0s. There's no difference in them, like in these ones. So I see some crazy stuff, and then see some stuff that's not too bad. So I don't know what to say. Some things just get hammered out of nowhere, and then when they give you an order like that, and there are no graders notes, I don't submit modern 9.0s. If I had an Ultimate Fallout 4 variant, I'd submit a 9.0 or something. But like, I don't bother to submit 9.0s. It's just not a thing I inhabit doing. And it's like to see more than one, it's like no.
And there's no way, like, and for everybody who sits there and tries to blame like their pressure and stuff, like Leg fixed these books. Trust me, it's not like he just like laid them up and was like, it is what it is, man. Like, I mean, Leg's the best in the business. That's why I go to him. So if you want to go get the best in the business, you go see Leg, and he does what he does. So
see what I can do. But they're just all over the place, and they're killing you on copper. Like that's why I'm not and bronze, just absolutely destroying you. So like if you're looking for like those 1980s 9.8s, like just buy one. You know what I mean? You used to think, I can get like 4 near month copies, I can grade them, maybe I'll get a 9.8 out of it, and it'll be a better deal for yourself. But they're just not coming in. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't. That's actually okay. I mean, that's a good grade for that. The blue one though. I mean, I thought that was a 9.8. That's the nicest copy that I've ever seen. So, I mean, you'll be on your video, I assume. But
you want to open up your Top Shot pack?
I can.
Wanna give it a
I
shot?
want to see that.
Yeah, let's see this Top Shot
I
pack.
got 3 different things going on. So what do you want me to do? You want me to open the Top Shot?
Yeah.
I'm down for whatever, brother. Whatever you want to do first.
Well, I mean, I can show pickups, or I can open Forum and Gabrielle's packs.
So let's do the Top Shot first, and then we'll do pickups.
Okay. For those who don't have any idea what Top Shots are, and honestly, I can see this starting to be a thing in comics. It is now a thing in sports cards, and it's like digital cards, basically.
Wrestling came out today.
Wrestling's doing NFTs now. Yeah, so I can see I can see comics easily doing it. So I would be on the lookout if they start to do it in comics. It's probably going to get expensive, and it's probably going to be. So you want to get on. If you're going to get in, you want to get in as soon as it starts up and get on the ground floor. But yeah, so this NBA Top Shot thing, I'm still really confused by it. I only got in because some of these other guys were like, "Oh, you definitely need to do this. These things are selling for crazy." So figure out how to share how do I share my screen? Or will it show up?
Yeah, it should. If you share your screen, and then I'll click on it to let it in. But share it when you put all your information in and all that fun stuff.
I gotta figure out. Okay, so anyways, Top Shots did a pack last week. They randomly released packs, and this was an all-star pack that I think there was, I don't know, 600,000 people or 500,000 people or some ridiculous number of people that were waiting in line to get one of these. You could buy one pack, and then they randomly put you in line, and there's only 40,000 packs, and I got lucky and got in line and got pack number 350 or something like that, something real early. Let's figure out how to turn. Where's the button for share my screen?
It says share in StreamYard. Yeah, share, and then and you'll see it. You share it when it pops up. You'll see it'll have you pick the screen. There you go. Let me know when and then you can go to your thing, and then I'll add your screen.
So do I click on the?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tell me when all your information, because I don't know if you want your information on screen.
Yeah, I don't have any information on this.
All right.
This is just.
There you go. You're on screen, brother.
Okay, so I happen to get this pack costs $230 plus tax. Yeah, I know. I'm spending $230 on a digital thing.
But it's the rare pack, and you kind of you explain that a little bit. The lower you get in the line gives you the chance to get lower numbered cards, which are considered rare or not rare, and they sell for more depending on where you are in the line.
Yeah, so I guess I'll get 7 cards out of this pack. One will be an all-star card. The LeBron sells for $4,000 or something like that. The commons sell for $300. So I figure at worst, even if I get the worst player, I could sell this pack. Packs of these are on eBay. They sell for about $1,000 a pack. So I could sell this pack. I can't transfer the pack, but I could open it online and then basically gift the cards to whoever bought the pack. So this is like $1,000 pack that I'm giving up to take a chance on hitting a LeBron or a Luka or a Steph Curry or something like that. I have no idea what this looks. This is the first pack I've ever had with them, so I have no idea what happens when I hit open here. So you guys are all going to enjoy it with me. So here we go. Let's open this $1,000 pack.
Wait, it's on the fucking internet?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, there's nothing. You don't
that
get
was
the
a joke. I thought I thought you like that.
All right, here we go.
I thought I'd get some laughs.
All right, so let's hope I get really, really lucky and hit a LeBron. Okay, here we go. Open your pack.
Quit shaking it around, man. You want to mess up the cards.
Right.
Oh, shit. So you get a bunch of
Okay.
New Zealand's finest. Some Malik Beasley. Paul's favorite player.
Yeah, these are all my favorites. I know everything about sports.
You got a Mike Conley jumper?
Can you guys hear that music?
No.
No, now I can.
PG-13 dunk. Yeah, baby. Go
All
Clippers.
right, and I think the All-Star game must be the last one. Okay, so those pretty much all sucked, I think.
One's
I think
amazing.
this one must be the All-Star one.
Rare Harden
All right,
3.
so James Harden. So I have no idea what that sells for.
How come it didn't come with the free flop?
So that's what I got.
So that's rare. So there's 2,000 of those.
You'll make your money times two.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So James. So I got James Harden. I don't know who that. If that's any good.
Somebody will buy it.
Yeah. So you guys
James
can
Harden's
probably tell me.
shit.
Yeah. So
Somebody wants to know the serial number.
the serial number is 483. So not super low. You apparently, if you get like one or two, like sell for like massive, or you get the jersey number,
Yeah.
they sell for really, really big numbers.
eBay 101s,
Yeah, pretty much.
jersey numbers.
Yeah. So James Harden, hey, it's better. I'd rather have James Harden than Mike Conley or something like that. So I'm more happy with James Harden than not. But
And Paul George dunk's got to be okay.
yeah, I mean the other ones sell for like $10 to $15 a piece.
I didn't more than that.
But yeah, so I mean, so you figure just in the 6 other ones, I mean that's $100 of my buy-in back. So yeah, there we go. So that's our entry into NBA Top Shots.
Not bad, dude.
There it is.
All right.
Could you guys hear that
Yeah.
music?
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Oh, it was really loud on
No.
mine. I couldn't even hear you guys talking.
All right, you got pickups?
Yeah, so I'm up in Chicago, so I'm going to run through these really fast just because I don't want to take up a bunch of time. So you're just going to see some random pickups. First of all, if you are selling,
Jesus
if you're
Christ.
selling,
No! Do you read that,
if you're
Simon?
selling store, I have no idea.
Someone
if you're
has
sell-
that James Harden listed on eBay for $5K.
Yeah, maybe, but I would doubt it's probably that high, but maybe for a certain number or something like that. But if you're selling store variants, they sell better in stores. So I happened to stop in a store and they had a bunch of store variants, and they had this David Nakayama. See if you can
Never even
gorgeous.
seen that one.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's this.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm gonna try and turn the light a little bit. Yeah, it was $10. So I was like, I'll buy it in store.
Winner,
I probably
chicken
would have
dinner.
never bought it online, but I bought that one. This is like a rare Campbell cover. I have no idea what this is, but it Opposite Forces, number 3. It's a Campbell variant. I didn't even know this book existed. It's like a $50 book. I found a cool Machete Danny Trejo variant.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It's like a ghost. I showed some of you guys this book. This is a very bizarre book, but it is an awesome cover. It's like some kind of Marie Antoinette Big Dog Ink book. I don't know. I found this at Half Price Books for $5.
That's a
It's
great
only
cover.
80. It's a headless variant, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, what was that limited to, Ben?
85.
85 of those. Jesus.
And it's
Yeah.
at Half Price Books.
Yeah, Half Price Books. They had this Thanos 1 in 25 with a Gamora on it for $2. It's a 1 in 25, so I bought that.
Goodbye.
Hey, they say that your clip's $800.
Oh, see, $800. Sweet.
There you go.
I put this was on the Hot 10, and I actually found it in a store, so I went ahead and bought it. But it's that one of those Dr. Seuss
Oh,
Virgin variants. Oh, did you get one too, Nico?
Same thing.
The Dynamite thing. This book was good at one point, Cyberpunk, but it was only $2, so I just went in and bought it. And then I didn't realize this is like a $30 book. Totally Awesome Hulk 15. It's a really good cover.
No shit, those are $30 now.
Yeah, it's a $30 book. I got it for $2.
Dude, I've been leaving those behind like a moron. I keep giving them to my roommate that I go dig with. I'm like, here, do you want them? And he literally is like, no, I've got too many, and stop buying them.
Yeah, they're like a $30 book.
It's the first appearance of some team.
First Protectors or something like that. I bought this. I spent some decent money on this, but this was such an awesome cover, and it's a first appearance in Spawn 183.
Nice. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so I paid $40 for it, but they're
that's hard. Those are impossible to find.
Yeah, so I saw that, and this one was pretty nice. This one's at least 9496, so I was like, I'll go and spend the $40 on it. And then I found a few variants.
Maybe available in your next Stein pack.
Yeah, these. This was a book that I forgot about, but I knew it's pretty hard to find. Is that Star #4 Jen Bartel variant?
Absolutely, it is pain in the ass.
So this one's like 9698. So that I got that one. This one's like a ghost now. I didn't realize that this book is impossible to find. Spider Girls #3 variant. It's got like that. It's got, there's 0 on eBay at all.
Nice.
So I just went and bought that one. And then I bought this. I had to get this Hawkeye.
Oh, dude, I love that book. And I don't have
variant.
one. Z grabbed one out of a box and doesn't even remember doing it. I hope he's still got it somewhere when he and I.
No, I have the other one.
You definitely had that one in your hand.
I don't have it. I have the other one.
God bless America.
Yeah, this one looks like 9.8. And luckily, I bought this 2 days ago, not really knowing anything, but I thought it was a good deal at the time. But I did get me the Daredevil 9, and it's really nice. And I paid $50 for it, but I thought it was a $100 book at the time, and now it's $175, $200. So
well done, sir.
There you go.
Hey Ben, hold up that ghost variant that you said you had, the Spider Girls.
The Spider Girls.
So I want to give a quick shout out to Ultra Maximus on this one, because this is a artist that he did a little spotlight on Drunken Chat. I think last week or the week before, and she does some really, really good work out.
Apparently, that's why there's no copies on eBay.
Yeah, you know how the Drunken Sharks work, man. They pick all that stuff up. So very cool book. All right, you want to open up your packs real quick, and then we'll
I can do that really fast.
These are Sean's.
These are two people that wanted them opened up. So this is Gabriel Nuna from Germany. So he got pack number 5. Let's see what. I have no idea what he got. So we'll open this really fast. And again, anybody that bought these, I appreciate it. Their response was really, really positive on these. I sold out in 12 hours. So I appreciate anybody that bought into these. So you guys can see, I have no idea what's in here.
So for those of you that don't know how these works, Ben puts together 60 of these. This is the second round that he's done, and he randomizes them, and it's basically like four decent books, four keys, semi keys, and a chance at some slabs.
All right, so this one has a Powers of X Scotty Young variant.
Cool.
This is a good one. A Hulk 1 second print.
Oh, nice.
Which is a good book because the second prints are pretty hard to find.
Pain in the ass. I found 0, and I looked
a Michael Turner variant.
Okay.
And an Albedo number 5.
Nice.
All right.
So was that fourth appearance of
Usagi?
Yeah, Usagi, something like that. And this one is Robert Fordham's pack number 39. If you haven't checked out Robert Fordham on Instagram, what is his IG?
Rob's Comics.
Rob's Comics. There you go. Go follow him on.
Stein's boxes are my gambling because I don't gamble on anything else. So it's like I'll take it. Chances I'm not going to lose anything.
All right, let's see what Fordham got on this. I think all the slabs have been claimed, I believe.
Sean said he missed it, but he was probably just drunk. Too close to St. Patty's Day.
This is a pretty decent one too.
I was gone for 4 days.
I don't know what this is. This is some kind of store variant of Quicksilver No Surrender. I'm not sure what that is. Like a Virgin. This is a Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur second print, number 32.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
What's that going for these days?
A fuck ton of money, I think, isn't it?
I think it's only like $15 to $20 now.
It keeps percolating and then stops.
What's the one that's super expensive? It's not 32.
No.
No, I mean that one's a good one because it is the first appearance of Fisk's daughter. This is Grimm Fairy Tales number 99. This is an Art Germ cover.
Oh.
I think a $20 book. And last but not least, I think I showed you this guy's on a pickup one time, and I said it's probably going to be in a Stein box. And it is the Art Adams Captain Marvel number 3 variant.
Nice
cover.
Yeah, that's
25 second print is the one that is bonkers expensive.
Yep. So that was Rob Fordham's box right there. So
not bad, sir. Sean, you wanna knock out your unboxing here?
Sure.
I gotta go before Sean, or I gotta go because I can't.
Oh, listen to the old man. The old man pops in again.
Man. Sean's West Coast. He's got all day.
Yeah, if it makes you feel better, I'm basically just waiting for Sean to go, and then I'm going to bed. I just want to listen. I just want to see what he got.
All right. I actually did some pre-orders, God forbid, and some guy on Facebook showed me these. I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy them. So
well done,
those
sir.
For $30 a pop. I rarely pre-order, but when I do, I guess I do well. I think Sean sent me the link for these. The spring break special pinups. So those just came today. So probably yours are coming, Sean.
Oh wait, yeah. I didn't get the mail today, so
they're pretty.
Are those Dave Parent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
They appear to be selling for $60 a pop right now.
Nice.
And they look real clean. So
they're usually gradable from that company.
I agree. They look. I haven't taken the backs out, but they look real clean.
Yeah. What company was it? The one that does all the. I forget.
I don't remember. I saw the box and didn't even remember what it was in until I opened it. This is my one foreign for the day. Shonen Jump, which is a manga, but it has the Japanese Spider-Man on it. So this was their manga Spider-Man before the Playboy Spider-Man. So this is actually their own interpretation, but I couldn't pass it up because not many of them have the actual Spider-Man on the cover like that. So
that's beautiful, man.
It's thick too. Geez.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's monster. And I bought a couple slabs. This one I mentioned. I picked up a newsstand. I had seen that auction going on. It was floating at $500, and MCS listed this guy at I think it was $480. And then when I went on to MCS, it was actually $420. But you get taxes and all that shit. It was about $470. There was
how much?
I paid $470.
No, the one before it.
What do you mean the one before it?
I think you said $420.
Oh, there was one. There was
$420. Yeah, I think you said
it was $420 on their site, but once you get taxes and delivery and all that shit, it ended up $470. And then that one went for almost $700. Immediately after this one sold, they listed another newsstand, and it was about $30 higher. And I toyed with it, and I pussed out. I should have probably bought it too. Somebody grabbed it though; it went fast. And the last book, just a little book. I don't buy moderns often, but my boy Nico mentioned I was looking for this. He had somebody that said, "Hey, I got one for sale." Nico negotiated a deal. I sent the lawyer in to do some work. He did some negotiating and got me a big bad boy book. I want to thank the guys at Comics Argo in Sheffield, Ohio. Eric did me a very big solid and hooked me up with this one. Got a nice 9.8 of 300 here.
Nice.
Sweet, man. Might as well.
I don't know why I didn't buy it when it was a fifth of the price, but I didn't, and I kind of figured now if I don't buy it, it's going to go the way of giant size X-Men and all these other things I can't afford.
Can I see it one more time? Just one more time. Oh,
so
she's gorgeous.
It is pretty copy. Real happy.
Oh. Wow.
So, yes.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thanks to Comics Ago and Eric. If you're in Ohio, check them out. Nico, thanks for brokering the deal.
Yeah, Comics or Go, they're usually at shows, and Eric's incredibly decent to work with. He's who the dealers buy from at a lot of these shows. For example, Dennis from Wonderworld Comics went straight to Eric to buy OA, and it was awesome. But
yeah, he's got a website with books up for sale, so might be worth checking him out.
All right, Sean, it's all you, brother.
Right. So I have CGC box. Just got it back. Is not open yet. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. And
what kind of books are we looking at? Modern?
These are just modern. That's mostly like basically all for myself. All I'm sending right now. These are mostly flip books or books I wanted. Stuff I wanted to grade, but basically not modern stuff. So we'll see. Let me move the microphone over to the side. Yeah, so there's no crazy hammers in here or anything like that. But it's definitely some spec.
Do you know the grades?
You know what? I saw them. I've been waiting. This been here a week. I've been waiting. I did see. I did check them a couple weeks ago, but I legitimately don't completely remember what's in here. So I only half know. All right, so we get this Hawkeye. It's like we're starting with the 9.4.
Oh, that's the one I have. No.
I do love the Venice on it. I did live pretty close to Venice for 20 years of my life.
Isn't that a first appearance that they don't list?
I think so. Yeah, that's why I've been grabbing them. I've got even more of these. I'm gonna send like 2 of these. It's a great Tedesco. I really like Tedesco. So I think it's a great cover. I forget who the first appearance is though.
It's the one that's like the Venom thing in West Coast Avengers. It's before the character, but it's a meld.
It's got me to buy
a bunch of those books. Yeah, I can't remember the damn character's name.
Ramona Watts.
There we go. Good job.
I had this has been in my from a dollar bin like years and years and years and years ago, and I said, "Hey, it's nice," and it looks like I got a 9.8.
Nice.
Star Wars Boba Fett #1.
That's a tough 9.8, dude.
Yeah, it is a tough 9.8, and I didn't think it was probably maybe not quite 9.8. I don't remember why, but I was like, it's good enough to send. And with Star Wars being Star Wars these days, you know what I mean? A 9.6 definitely wasn't going to kill me or something, or a 9.4. Well,
I want to know the turnaround time, Leg. What was your experience here?
This was they have it received as 217 and shipped 311. But it was there for at least a couple weeks before they even bothered to check it in. So
I got an order 3 weeks without check in.
Yeah, more than a month. Yeah, I've got. There's more there that's not checked in yet. And some of these would be duplicates. Shit. So this is another one. I just love this. So this is the third print, the variant of.
It's beautiful, man.
On this case, Jesus Christ. So anyway, so went 9.6. This is tough and high grade, and honestly, in 2011, these extra prints were sitting in back bins. Like I know I personally bought this book out of like the back bin, not bagged and boarded years ago. So yeah, this is gonna be tough 9.8. But the green cover is a 1 in 25, but it's got the whole stupid arrow ad on the front, and I love the red with the lipstick, and it is third print. So
yeah, it's a pain in the ass. There are very few on eBay, and they're all beat the hell up.
Yeah, they're tough, and I looked too because I wanted, and then I was just like, I'm not even getting a better one. I didn't think it was 9.8, so I'm not too stressed, but I figured I'd give it a try because I can't. And so another Ultimates 2 variant.
Nice.
Another cheap purchase a while ago that finally got around to fixing to be graded. Let's see what else. Yeah. So I know Nico will like this one because it's one of his spec ones. But Dead Pill Kills Marvel Universe, second print. I've tried. This is my third try on a 9.8 to get a 9.8 on this book, and finally hit it. I haven't tried in a couple years. Not the same book, not the same copy. Be clear there, but yeah. So I just love this, and this is the Siege variant that we were talking about earlier, but this is the sketch version of that. And so I think it's got room. I like Deadpool. I like the West Side. So
yeah, fuck, if I didn't know that, I'd have bought a 9.8. God damn. Fucked up.
And actually, it's actually an easy book to press, but I think they just come with a lot of damage. Oh yeah, some more J. Scott Campbell here. This is an old F5 book that I finally got around to pressing and grading, and so this is 1 in 50 or 1 in 100. But again, it's from that 2013 Marvel era. It's tough. So
sweet.
I like the rare stuff.
I love these unboxings.
So we got here. So second print, God Country 1.
Oh, okay.
They're a little tougher, and I've just, like I said, had them in a bag, had them bagged and boarded for a while. So I had to open it up. It looked like 9.8, and so I submitted it. I still think God Country is pretty good spec, and the later prints obviously are doing as good as they ever have. Not just missed, but Silk.
How many of those did you have?
I had
48 of them or something.
Yeah, no, I was like 30 for pre-screen, and 25 of them passed. And this was like years ago, and they were just unpressed out of a bin for cover price. And I think because I pulled it out of my run, I think this is a copy that I bought while I was buying the Amazing Spider-Man run. And so I didn't grade all of them back then. All right, so more Hawkeye, but a 9.8.
Nice.
So there's a design variant. Probably get time to grade some of those. Okay, so there's two of these. So the Miles Spider-Man with the clone, number 18, second print with the clone on the cover.
Yeah, it's badass.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to the modern spec because this is their spec. So I bought it and then did this with it.
Are we gonna get a clone story?
I don't know. They seem to think so. I mean, some people seem to think so.
Well, I mean,
where in the comics or in the
get them in the
movie?
comics. Like, am I finally gonna get one in a movie? I've been waiting for that shit since I was a little kid.
Yes, pretty happy about this one. A great J. Scott Campbell Baroness 9.8.
Oh yeah,
badass.
Yeah, I've always liked this cover a lot, and it was finally time to grade one, and here it is. So
nice.
Excited over that being 9.8.
Yeah, those are some of his best for sure.
More along the same line. First appearance of Verse 616 Miles Morales' Ultimatum. So this is Miles Spider-Man number 10, and same thing with two of these. So hopefully that starts to pan out, and the fact that it has the Miles Morales' Ultimatum like on the label is gonna help this book. Again, yeah. So because of the cover, Teen Lantern. So and this was
well done, sir. Well
I thought
done.
I was gonna grade more of these, but they're a little more beat up than I thought. So I gotta do some more work on my other copies. But this one got 1 in the sub. Nice 9.8 of that.
That book's tough to find. I look for them, I never fucking find them. Drives me nuts.
Yeah, and some Phantom Eggs.
Oh, nice.
Bought this a long time ago. Just kept it in the box. Thought it to me good spec. I had a copy almost as nice as this, and I didn't send it in this batch, even though I pressed it, because I didn't want them to be like, well, one's way nicer than the other, and give it 9.8. It could be just my paranoia. That's how that works. I don't know the answer.
There's psychological warfare here, guys.
Dude, I'm sick like that too. I do the same damn thing.
Yeah. So that one's gonna go in another order, and it's probably not 9.8, but I think it's worth the spin.
It's a 9.65.
It's like 9.65. And I'm sad that they didn't use the 129 cover for this, because if the 129 cover was his first appearance, that'd be one of those $500 books right now too. It's a great cover, but nothing to do with him. Oh, I got a few of these. All right. So some Invincible Iron Man ones.
Okay.
These are, I think it's like a $300 book. So buying in at $20 raw, that's a good job. These are all 3 or 9/8 here. So that's
nice. Hello.
Sweet. Happy with that. Because I got to give a couple away just to pay for the box. So I think I have another one. Yeah, I do. This has the thing in it, but I got 196 and 398. Same book.
Throw it back.
Not bad.
Ugh. So 9.6 on the High Republic number 1. I don't remember how in the hell this could possibly get a 9.6. It's brand freaking new with absolutely nothing wrong with it, and pressed. So whatever. They can't give them all to you, I guess. Also, I forget which one's a variant, but also High Republic 198. So
nice.
So this should go in. Just about done here. I think I got a couple. Yeah. So these are both the Star Wars spec game with all the. It's not on the bubbles or anything, but the Darth Vader 5 supposedly has so many characters and stuff like that. And again, for like a super cheap buy-in, now they're 9.8.
Well done, sir.
And one more. Moon Girl Devil Dinosaur 13 variant.
Jesus.
Sort of tough.
That's a great fucking book, dude.
Yeah, sort of a tough book. I'm happy to have them here. And that's it. That's my whole box. So that's not bad. That's like
well done, sir.
Like 29/8 or something. So.
All right. Who's up next?
Okay.
Paul, you got anything?
I have one thing. It's too big to share in person, so I got to share my screen.
Oh gosh.
Oh god. I opened up Facebook at the right time, and my LCS said, "Does anyone want this?" before I throw it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's this poster display, and I guess Resident Evil was the last poster they put in before they put it in storage. So this part is Marvel Presents. This stays here, and then you can take the poster out as you please, and it's backlit. And I cleaned it up, I plugged it in, and it lit up.
Oh, dude.
Holy smokes. So I reached out to Matt DeVoe, and he's like, I can't even find an image of this. So like EB Games at the bottom here. So yeah, it's the original Resident Evil poster, advertisement, full movie poster size. So it's huge.
That's beautiful, man. Well done.
So he's like, yeah, if you can get it by the end of the day, it's yours. And so I ran over there and picked it up, and so now it's mine. But I have no idea what it's worth. The poster alone, I just think it was amazing. So
that's my keeper, buddy. You can't let
that no, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think that'd be
incidentally.
rude.
If you do, I'd like to buy the
I know, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I didn't want to turn and burn on that. I think it's pretty cool. Something I'd like to display for a while in some fashion or another. Yeah, right. My dad's like, you could put that in your office, but that's gonna like take up the whole room. So we might put it in the garage. I'm not sure yet, but I didn't really care.
What's What's approximate size? Sorry if I missed
It's
that.
like no, it's the so the
I saw a
poster
picture of it. Yeah.
Yeah. The poster is a movie size, but the whole
Okay.
thing is like 4.5 feet tall or something
Nice.
with the display and everything. So I didn't really. My concern wasn't where it was going to go. It was not letting it go in the garbage. That's for sure. So
Good stuff.
So when your daughter's bad, you can be like, you're going to the Resident Evil room and you're going to turn the light on.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
hilarious.
You can come out when you stop screaming.
So after they open the CPS case, it's important for you to retain counsel.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if I can fit it in the background. Drew says I should throw it behind me, but I don't know. It's
I mean, for one episode only, at the very least, please.
yeah, I could do that. But
All right.
that's all I got. It was a big one, so it was good pickup.
All right.
Good stuff, buddy.
Nico, you up?
I mean, yeah, I can just kind of crank through these. I buy too many books. I got that for cover price. I was happy about. Paid $1.25 for that. It's newsstand. Started grabbing these. Their newsstand. The UPC's on the back. I think it's on the top, not on the bottom. Long Shorts got me buying these damn photo covers, which I blame him for that. Newsstand. Real happy about this one. Planet Comics.
Ooh,
She's
nice.
nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You ready for this? Carter left this at this shop. He was there before me, and I'm like, you tight bastard. How could you not pay $75 for that? He left this too, I think, if my memory is correct. But I've been buying these again. The Clone Story. I'm like, can I get that on TV? Another one of I've been buying these. The
gold.
The gold ones. Newsstand. Got lucky on that one too. I don't know. There's more crap here.
I think that is
you guys get the
the
picture.
very first Greg Capullo Batman art.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very cool stuff.
Yeah, battering to the head makes me happy every time.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right, let's give away, let's do this. Let's give away our Dinesh book from last week. The Dinesh variant that he made on the show. So we had people leave comments in the YouTube comments. So we're going to go ahead and pick a winner. Here we go. Thanks for the great content. As always, love what Bad Idea is trying to do, and that I can read a comic without having to trade an arm and a leg. I save my arm and a leg for Heritage Auction Bidding Wars. Nick Diadana or Didana. So shout out to Nick. Nick, if you're hearing this or watching this, hit us up at Tales from the Flipside channel at gmail.com and give us your information, and we'll shoot that over to Dinesh to send you out your book. So shout out to Nick. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that comment. And everybody watching tonight, thank you for hanging out. You guys got anything else? I think that's it. I want to remind everybody, hit the subscribe button. Spec 10 tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. West Coast time. Comic Book Women tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Let's see here, 9:30 p.m. East Coast time, I believe. Comic Book Women tomorrow night. Make sure you guys check it out. Thank you for hanging out. We appreciate everybody. Make sure to go check out Hive Comics and keep your eye on their website for that sweet Ice Cream Man variant. And Ben, as Colonel Kurtz, will lead you guys out tonight.
See ya.